Ever wondered how to make the perfect Mutabal recipe at home? Well, you're in the right place. This delectable dish, hailing from the Middle East, has won hearts and taste buds worldwide. Its allure lies in its simplicity, yet bold flavors. The main stars of this dish are the smoky eggplant, creamy tahini, pungent garlic, tangy lemon juice, and rich olive oil. Together, they create a symphony of taste that's hard to resist. So, are you ready to whip up your own Mutabal? Let's dive into the recipe. First things first, gather all the necessary ingredients. To whip up this delicious Mutabal, you'll need the following: 1 large eggplant, full of flavor and ready to be roasted to perfection. You will also need 2 tablespoons of tahini, a sesame seed paste that adds creaminess and a nutty flavor to the dish. For a nice kick, we'll be needing 2 cloves of garlic, finely minced. To add a zesty, fresh twist, prepare the juice of 1 whole lemon. To enhance the flavors and add a silky texture, prepare 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And of course, we can't forget the seasoning, a pinch of salt to taste. For an optional but recommended garnish, you can have some fresh parsley and a handful of pomegranate seeds. These will add a pop of color and a burst of flavors to your Mutabal. Once you have all these ingredients ready, it's time to start cooking. The star of our Mutabal recipe is the eggplant, and here's how to prepare it. Our journey begins with selecting the perfect eggplant. You want to look for a glossy, deep purple skin and a firm texture. A good eggplant should feel heavy for its size. Now let's get to washing it. Hold it under cool running water and gently rub the skin with your hands to remove any dirt or residue. Pat it dry with a clean kitchen towel, and we're ready for the next step. Now this next part might seem a little unusual, but trust me, it's crucial for our Mutabal. We're going to prick the eggplant all over with a fork. Why, you ask? Well, this allows the heat to penetrate the eggplant evenly when we roast it, which will give us that beautiful, soft, smoky flesh that we're after. So, take your fork and make little punctures all over the eggplant. Be careful not to go too deep though. We don't want to split the eggplant. We're just making tiny holes for the heat to seep in. With our eggplant adequately punctured, it's time to move to the roasting part. This is where the magic happens. We're going to roast the eggplant until it becomes soft and smoky. This can be done either on a gas stove or in an oven. If you're using a gas stove, simply place the eggplant directly on the flame and turn it every few minutes until the skin is charred and the flesh inside is soft. If you're using an oven, preheat it to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and roast the eggplant for about 30 to 40 minutes. Remember to turn the eggplant occasionally to ensure it cooks evenly. Once it's done, the eggplant should feel soft when pressed and the skin will be charred. Allow it to cool and then peel off the skin. What you have now is the perfectly roasted, smoky eggplant ready to be turned into delicious Mutabal. Now that our eggplant is perfectly roasted, let's move to the next step. Now comes the exciting part, making the Mutabal. With our roasted eggplant cooled down, we're ready to get our hands dirty and begin the transformation. The first step in creating our Mutabal is to peel the eggplant. This might seem like a daunting task, but it's quite simple. Hold the stem and gently peel away the skin, exposing the soft, smoky flesh underneath. It's a bit like unwrapping a present, but instead of a surprise inside, you get the delicious base of our Mutabal. Once your eggplant is peeled, it's time to get mashing. You can use a fork for this task, but for a smoother texture, a potato masher or a food processor does the job perfectly. Mash the eggplant until it's a creamy, smooth consistency. It's okay if there are a few lumps. They'll add a bit of character to our dish. Next, we'll infuse our eggplant mash with flavors that make Mutabal so irresistible. Start by adding tahini. This sesame paste adds a nutty, creamy flavor that pairs beautifully with our smoky eggplant. Then, it's time for the crushed garlic. Be careful with this one. A little goes a long way. But the sharp, aromatic kick it gives is absolutely essential. Now, to balance out the flavors, we'll squeeze in some fresh lemon juice. The acidity cuts through the richness of the tahini and brightens up the dish. Next, sprinkle in some salt. Remember, you can always add more, but you can't take it out, so start small and adjust to taste. And there you have it. With a final mix, our Mutabal mixture is ready. It's a symphony of flavors. Smoky, creamy, tangy, with a hint of garlic. But don't rush to dig in just yet. And just like that, your Mutabal mixture is ready, but we're not done yet. Now that our Mutabal mixture is ready, it's time to add the final touches. This is where your creativity can shine. Plating the mutabal is just as important as the taste. You want to create a visual feast for the eyes. Start by scooping the mutabal onto a plate. Use the back of a spoon to spread it out, creating a well in the center. This well is not just for aesthetics, but it also serves a purpose. It will hold our olive oil and garnishes, allowing every bite to have a bit of everything. Now let's talk olive oil. A good quality extra virgin olive oil is a must. It adds a depth of flavor that is just incredible. Drizzle the olive oil generously over the mutabal, making sure it pools in the well you've created. The olive oil will seep into the mutabal, enriching it with a deliciously smooth and creamy texture. Next, we move on to the garnishes. Fresh parsley and pomegranate seeds are traditional garnishes for mutabal. The parsley adds a pop of color and a hint of freshness that balances out the rich flavors of the dish. Finely chop the parsley and sprinkle it all around the plate. Then, for a burst of sweetness and a touch of color, sprinkle pomegranate seeds over the mutabal. These little gems not only add a beautiful visual contrast but also provide a delightful crunch. And the sweet, tangy flavor of the pomegranate seeds complements the smoky, savory mutabal perfectly. Every element on this plate, from the mutabal to the olive oil to the garnishes, plays a vital role. They all come together to create a dish that is as pleasing to the eye as it is to the palate. And there you have it, your homemade mutabal is ready to be served. This is a dish that's sure to impress, whether you're serving it at a dinner party, a potluck, or just enjoying it on your own. So go ahead, dig in and enjoy the fruits of your labor. You've earned it. Our perfect mutabal recipe is ready, but how should you serve it? Well, the beauty of this dish is that it's incredibly versatile. It pairs perfectly with a variety of dishes, making it a great addition to any meal. One classic way to serve mutabal is with warm pita bread. The soft, fluffy texture of the pita bread complements the creamy smoothness of the mutabal. Just tear off a piece of pita, scoop up some mutabal, and you've got a bite that's bursting with flavor. It's a simple yet satisfying combination that never disappoints. If you're looking for a healthier option, mutabal also makes a fantastic dip for fresh vegetables. Imagine crisp cucumber slices, juicy cherry tomatoes, or crunchy carrot sticks dipped into this rich, smoky eggplant puree. It's a delightful way to add some extra nutrition to your snack, and it's sure to be a hit at any gathering. On top of that, mutabal can be a great accompaniment to grilled meats or fish. Its unique flavor profile adds a new dimension to these dishes, enhancing their taste and making your meal even more enjoyable. It's a testament to the versatility of this wonderful recipe. But what if you've made too much mutabal and have some leftovers? Well, don't you worry, you can easily store it in an airtight container and pop it in the fridge. It should stay fresh for up to 3 to 4 days. Just make sure to give it a good stir before serving it again, as the flavors will continue to meld and develop in the fridge. And there you have it, folks. Several ways to serve your homemade mutabal and ensure it's a hit, no matter the occasion. Whether you're hosting a dinner party, prepping for a picnic, or just want a delicious snack, this dish is sure to please. Remember, cooking is all about experimentation and personalization. Feel free to get creative with how you serve your mutabal. You might just stumble upon a new favorite combination. Thank you for joining us today. Enjoy your homemade mutabal and stay tuned for more delicious recipes.